Good morning, everybody. What is going on? This is Robert with Guitar Journeys. Let me get a hat here, y'all. Oh, crap. It got windy outside. Huh. Man, I tell you, the weather around here is really something. Hang on, dog. Give me a minute. I think my dog wants to eat. Okay. I'm going to put you guys up here like this. All right. There you go. Hey, let me grab my glasses, y'all. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. Saturday morning. I thought it was going to be a nice day, but darn wind is blowing. It's true what they say. The wind does blow a lot in Kansas. That is definitely is true. The kind of a drag too, man, because we wanted to go out, and go camping and stuff. But I don't know, any of you ever went camping when it's just like windy? Kind of makes things miserable, Come on, buddy. Yeah, it makes things miserable when the wind is blowing. You're trying to fix your plate and the wind blows it off the table. You're trying to set up a tent or something, and the wind blows everything over. You're trying to fish, and the wind so windy that it blows your line back and hits you in the head. Yeah, man, wind can really suck sometimes. I lived in Garden City, Kansas for about 4 years. It's one of the windiest places in Kansas. And we used to always say that Garden City, Kansas is the only place that can suck and blow at the same time. It's true, man. Don't ever go live in Garden City. Sorry for those of you that live in Garden City. Sorry about that, man. It's just not an ideal place to live. There's no water out there. There's no lakes out there. It's windy all the time. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm happy to see some people, man. I done a live. All right. Whoa, this must be the hot time to do a live. I done a live last night, and I just, there wasn't any people. 2 or 3 people was the most that came in. So where you from, buddy? What's up? What's going on today? What's your plan? Are we doing anything exciting today? Can you do what? What do you want, Cooper? Frankie, go lay down. Go sit down somewhere. Be a normal dog, all right? Get up there. My dog's not normal. He always wants attention all the time, man. Attention, attention, attention. Get up there and sit down. All right, hey, you guys, I'm going to the pool. Cool, man. Marry you? All right. The only problem is I'm already married. For fun. Heck yeah, man, for fun. Go to the pool? Heck yeah. I used to love to go to the pool when I was a kid. Oh. Yeah, I had a bad experience at the pool when I was a kid. Kind of messed me up. Made me not want to go to the pool anymore. Ditch her for me. Well, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Oh, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. My wife is a really good woman. She's really takes good care of me. So we've been married about 13 years, and I used to own my own business, and I gave up my business, and we moved to Kansas, and she keeps working, and yeah, she's a good woman. Oh man. So anyways, you can have one. Okay. You will too. Yeah, my wife's a keeper. I got to keep her. What part of Kansas? And right in the middle of Kansas. We live in Russell, Kansas. Do you know Kansas? I'm gonna grab my guitar, you guys. I haven't touched my guitar yet. Well, I'm sure you are. But I'm gonna get my guitar and let's see. I haven't got my guitar yet this morning. It's kind of been a slow morning. I was gonna go out and spray some weeds, but I don't want to be spraying if the wind's blowing because I don't want that stuff all over me. Do you know that stuff that's in the weed spray? That stuff will cause cancer. So you don't want to get that on you. Or when it's windy like that, I don't like to spray. So, oh, dang is right. Am I Beyonce? Yeah, I'm Beyonce. Yep. All right, let's see. Which guitar should we get today? Let's get this one. Let's get this one right here. For the longest time, this was my go-to guitar. This was the one I was the most used to. This is the one I played the most. And I started kind of getting more into playing. Get it, Grandpa. Okay. To say Texas? Do you live in Texas? Or where do you live? You live in Kansas? You really do? What part of Kansas do you live in? In the middle? Oh no. That's where I live, in the middle. walk outside. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Don't freak me out, man. You're my neighbor? I'm your neighbor? Oh my God. Don't freak me out like that. That's freaky. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? How you doing? Too late. Oh man. Well, you're a trippy person, aren't you? No, serious? Oh my God. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Say your name? Preppy? Preppy Swifties? That's your name? I would not doubt it at all. Every once in a while, I see somebody in town or at the Walmart. Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing? But I tell my wife, I say, you know, I think eventually people are gonna start recognizing me. You know, like around town and stuff. And every once in a while, I catch somebody looking at me, like they're trying to figure out if I'm the guy that they seen on YouTube or not. You recognize me? Yeah. I asked a few people. I say, "Hey, I look at you all the time. You're freaking me out, man." But sometimes I ask people, I say, "Hey, do you ever see me on YouTube?" And they always say, "No, should I?" And then I give them one of my cards. I say, "Hey, check out my channel, would you? And please subscribe." And I think some people do, but I'm not for sure. Yes. Oh my goodness, you're freaking me out. You have that effect on people, I can see that. All right, thank you, Stephanie, I appreciate that. Stephanie subscribed to my channel because she said I'm a cool dude, and I appreciate that, Stephanie. So yeah, I mean, always try to be a cool dude. Hey Justin, what's going on, man? I always try to be a cool guy, although sometimes being a cool guy don't get you too far, but you know, he's mine. No, it's funny you girls are saying that stuff because one night I was doing a live, and my wife said she's gonna go outside to paint rocks. She likes to get rocks and then paint them into like bugs and stuff like that. And I said, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna just do a little live streaming, and then we'll get something to eat. And no, you're my wife. Yeah, no. And my wife came inside after the live streaming, and she was mad. Man, she was mad. And I said, what in the heck is going on? Why are you so mad? And she said, because I seen those girls on there, those women on there saying that they loved you and everything. And I said, oh, they're just playing around. I said, I don't know those people. I don't know who they are or where they live. And the girl that said that, she doesn't even live in this country. She lives in another country. I said, you can't get mad about that. And she said, I don't like it. I don't like you doing that. And I said, yeah, well, you know, you don't have to worry about me going and doing anything with someone else, okay? Just relax. I said, they're just having fun, and I'm just, you know, doing my thing. I'm just trying to get, you know, some hours on YouTube. I'm trying to get monetized so we can get a little extra money. I don't know where you live, no. I don't know who you are, and I don't know where you live. You say you're my neighbor, so tell me what town I live in. Being a celebrity is hard. Oh, so that's kind of crazy, man, that you say that. But cool, man. I appreciate that. That's nice, man. Metallica, wow. Oh, no. So my wife loves Metallica. I've never been a huge fan of Metallica. I mean, they have some good songs and everything, but it's just not my style of music. But I do like Metallica. They're all right. They rock. They're cool. I seen a video, man, of Metallica in concert, and some kid got up on the stage and started playing right along with them, man. Slipknot, they were amazing. Seeing Metallica this July, cool. That's all good, man. I didn't even know Metallica was still touring, to be honest with you. They're kind of old. Not to say that old people aren't cool. I think they're older than me, though, honestly, because I was listening to their music when I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but I think when I was in my 20s, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are getting very old. My favorite artist is Eric Clapton, and yeah, he's getting pretty old. He's getting up there, man. And then Ozzy, he was my go-to guy when I was a kid, a teenager. I say a kid, I mean a teenager. You know, when I used to party and run around and do all kinds of crazy stuff. You're back, okay. That's cool. Well, you're welcome to come and join in anytime you want. Ozzy, I think any day now, man, he's gonna go to play up. Oh man, oh, poor Ozzy. There ain't much left of Ozzy. He's pretty old, and I think he's got Parkinson's, I believe. I read an article a couple of weeks ago where he's in a wheelchair. So, not sure. But yeah. I used to love to jam to some Ozzy and some Pink Floyd. Oh. I kind of turned into more of a blues guy. I showed that DVD a couple of times, and I didn't get a very good response out of it. Yeah, good old days, yeah, man. So before I started playing the guitar, I lived in Colorado, and I had a business that I ran. I did like drain cleaning, like a rooter service, my son and I, and you live in my town. Oh, man. Yeah, it would be pretty freaky if you were my neighbor. Just stop by and say hi sometime, all right? But anyways, I like to drink. I did. I used to like to drink. Tarnished brown house? No, I don't have a brown house. No, that must be the other people. But anyways, so my hobby, what I like to do back then is I would uh, I would go buy a new music DVD, and I would stop at the liquor store and get a case of beer, and then I would come home, and I had the old style projection big screen. I mean, that thing was huge, man. It took up one wall, right? And so I would get a little buzz on the beer, and I would put that music DVD in, and I would sit there and just have fun, man. I would drink my beer and watch that DVD, and then when that DVD was over, I'd pop in another one and another DVD. Okay, so one time I don't know if any of you guys remember Hastings. Is like a record store where you could buy like all kinds of music, and they had clothes, and they had all kinds of things that you could get, you know. Mainly music though, music and videos, um, movies, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, I picked up this Eric Clapton DVD, Eric Clapton Crossroads. And I loved Eric Clapton. I'm cool with that, you know, I like that. I like his music. So I came home and I put the DVD in, and I started getting a little buzz on. And so they started talking about how blues music, and that, you know, started kind of talking about the history of blues, and all these different guys were coming on, you know, and they were playing blues music. And this is people that we all know, right? And so kind of opened my mind to the blues genre. And so I really got into that kind of music, and, you know, learned about the people and learned about the music. And well, a few years later, I started playing the guitar, and I was looking around online trying to find some courses that I could learn from. And I found a guy that taught blues. And I said, yeah, man, I'll do that. That sounds good. So I started buying his courses, and I started studying blues music. And that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'll play about any kind of music. If it's something that I can play, if it's in my, you know, range, I'll play it. But when it comes to like what I want to play, what I like to play, it's blues. So, yeah. Blues music is good music. So you guys might not know this, but Leonard Skinner is a southern rock band. So it kind of mixes country and rock. Hey, would you kiss at the bar last night? I don't think so. Maybe you kissed that other girl. Maybe you kissed that girl, but not me. Oh, I was talking about Leonard Skinner. So yeah, Leonard Skinner is a southern rock band, but their music was kind of in the blues bass. What's going on, man? How you doing? What are you up to this morning? Oh, really? That's cool. Well, I got a few little few songs that I've been working on by Leonard Skinner, and they have some very impressive licks. I don't know if you know what that is. Like a lick is like kind of like that. That's a lick. Come on now. It's not there today, guys. But yeah, Leonard Skinner is one of my favorite groups. I actually do have a DVD, a music DVD of Leonard Skinner. Of course, it's the newer group, right? Well, they're old now, but yeah, that's what's left of them. Well, yeah, I mean, even Gary passed away not too long ago. I think he was what held that band together, to be honest with you. He was the only original member, and his guitar playing was good, real good. So yeah, sometimes I get like in a rare mood, you know, and I sit here and I'm playing around with my guitar, and I go like this, and I say, come on, somebody come into my spirit. I mean, like people that have passed away, right? Guitar players, really good guitar players that are dead. I say, come on, man, get into my spirit. You can play the guitar through me. My wife says, that's crazy, quit doing that. And I say, yeah, but you never know. You never know, like when someone's spirit might come inside of my spirit, you know, and then we could jam out. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to find something to put on the TV, guys. Little background noise, you know what I mean? I'll put on The Grinch with Jim Carrey. I was watching it last night for a little while. I do the darndest things, man. I'm kind of a weird old guy. So, JL, do you like Leonard Skinner? I mean, since you're from where they're from, I imagine that you do like them. Do any of you guys, do any of you know who Blackberry Smoke is? They are I would say a Southern rock band. They're current, meaning that they're out touring. They're making music as we speak. Excuse me. Guitars burst gorilla. Okay. Someone said something earlier, I kind of got sidetracked, about being a celebrity. So last year, I know I'm going to give away my birthday wish. If you give away your birthday wish, it don't come true. Is that how that works? Or not? Not when you're older than 60. That's just when you're a kid. Okay, so anyways, my birthday wish, my wife said, "Did you make a wish?" I said, "Yep." She goes, "What'd you wish for?" And I said, "I ain't telling you." And she said, "All right." So later I said, "Okay, you want to know what my birthday wish was?" She goes, "Yeah, if you want to tell me." I said, "All right, I wish that I would be like kind of famous. Not like famous, but kind of famous." And she goes, "Well, what do you mean by that?" And I said, "Well, like, let's say like we went to go to get groceries, and then people would like say, 'Hey man, I recognize you.' Or like if we go on a road trip, we go to another town, and people would just come up and say, 'Hey, I know you from YouTube. I see you on YouTube all the time.'" I said, kind of like that kind of famous. So yeah. Yeah. My plan is, because I put on shows at nursing homes. That's kind of my thing right now. And I've been doing it for about a year, maybe 3 months, 2 or 3 months. Um, yeah, man. But I want to do a little traveling. And I don't want to go like too far away from home, but maybe like a couple of states. And then when I go to a different state, and oh, my wife's texting me right now, it's her lunchtime. But when I go to a different state and I play at a nursing home, then I want to set it up like, set up a place where I can do street performing. I'm not really worried about the money. I don't really care if people give me money or not when I play. That's not the deal. I just want to play, right? I just want to have fun and play my guitar and entertain people. But while I'm doing it, I want to make videos and then post them on YouTube and then get money off of YouTube. So that's kind of my plan. Hang on, guys. I'm going to text my wife. But yeah, the people that, so what I do, I'm constantly having to learn new songs, because when I post videos on YouTube, right? You can only post those videos. Well, I mean, honestly, you could repost them over and over and over, right? But I think that people are going to eventually get tired of watching that. So about every, okay, well, I go to a nursing home. I put on a show. I play about 20 songs. My wife makes videos of me, and then I come back and I sprinkle those 20 videos out, you know, in about 2 weeks. You know, I sprinkle them out a couple of days. Then I go like to another nursing home. I play the same 20 songs, and then I repost those songs again. And I figure by then, you know, I about wore those songs out. So at the time that I'm like playing those songs, I'm already trying to find new songs, and I really like it when a song really talks to me. You know, when a song says to me, I say that's a good song. You know, I mean, I do play some songs. I say, you know, it's a little slow. It's not really like my favorite, but I think the people will like it. You know, I play some of those. But mostly I like playing songs where I say, oh yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay, so I'm constantly looking for music. I'm constantly learning music. I'm constantly practicing like every day. Then I go out and I put on shows. Then I'm on the computer posting my videos. Well, then at night and the evening, afternoon and the evening, I'm just practicing all the time, practicing. Then I got another side to me where I'm playing, you know, with my electric guitar and cranking up the amplifier, and I'm playing blues music. Eric Clapton, J.J. Cale, Buddy Guy. I have like one Buddy Guy. I like B.B. King. I like his style of music. It's pretty easy to play. So what I'm trying to say though is I'm constantly 100% always busy. When I'm in the evening, when I lay down and go to bed, or at night, I watch videos on YouTube. Of anything, man. I watch like about guitar pedals. I watch about amplifiers. I watch about different guitars. I watch about lessons on how to do different, you know, things. I'm constantly, this morning I was trying to sleep and I kept dreaming about my Ibanez Tube Screamer pedal. I kept dreaming about like different settings that I could set it on, different ways that I could get different sounds out of it. Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I recognize that guy. Country Kid. All right, Country Kid. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much, my friend. So, what are you going to do with those crawfish? You going to boil them? Or are you using them for bait? Or what are you doing with them? And Justin, thanks for saying that, man. I appreciate it. I think, you know, one of these days, man, one of these days, things will pay off. Boiling them, cool. You know, I went to New Orleans. Oh, man, it's been a while. God, it's been about, I guess it's been about 10 years from now. I went to New Orleans. My wife and I, we drove to New Orleans from Colorado. It was a long drive. And I was looking forward to having some crawfish. You know how they boil everything all together, the corn, the crawfish, the potatoes, everything. So when we got to New Orleans, I started asking around, you know, hey, where can I get some crawfish? And they said, well, you're out of season. And I said, what does that mean? And they said, well, we don't have them during like certain seasons. I think that you're not allowed to catch them during certain seasons. or something like that. I'm not real sure what happened, but I couldn't find any. We went in October, and they said that we were out of season. So I didn't get to try any of that stuff. um, I did eat some alligator. It was pretty good. They had like a blackened alligator, and then they had a fried, like where they deep fry it. So the deep fry was much better. The blackened was kind of like chewy, kind of tough. So, anyways, that was my experience with that. How does it taste? You know, I would say real close to like a bird, real close to like chicken. If you know, I mean, that's just kind of like the way I tasted it, anyways. Um, have you guys ever been to New Orleans? It's a trippy place, man. I'll tell you that. It really is. Excuse me, guys. I need to get me a cough drop. They say, you know, a lot of people were saying that how, like, in New Orleans, it smells like pee. I really didn't get that. To me, it wasn't the smell of pee. To me, it was the smell of the ocean. Yeah. All right, man. The land of the rising sun. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Country kid, are you from the South? I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're from the South, man. But yeah, you know, we were only there for a couple of days, so it's kind of hard to smash everything into a couple of days. We went to go eat chicken. I seen this chicken place on the that one guy that travels around, Meryl Zimmerman. He travels around and eats at different places. Well, he was in New Orleans, and he was at this chicken place. Yeah, you're from the South. I kind of got that. So anyways, this place was called Willie Mays, and they were known for their fried chicken. So, so we got there on a Sunday. Monday they were closed. Tuesday they were only open for, I don't know why they had weird hours, but they were only open for a few hours on Tuesday. So we got there, we went in, the place was pretty full. We're sitting at the table, waiting to order, and we were looking around, and there was mouse poop all over the windowsill. You could see where the mice had been running around up there and peeing and pooping. And we almost left. I told my wife, I said, there's this place has mice like real bad, real bad. So the chances of us eating mouse poop and pee is pretty good. And I said, I really don't want to eat here. And I don't know, the woman came up and I said, oh, well, what the hell? We're in New Orleans, let's eat. Yeah, I've been duck hunting a lot, man. So anyways, we did eat. We were kind of grossed out by the mice poop and all that, but we did eat. The chicken was good. About 2 days of New Orleans, we got up I think it was the third day we got up, and I said, let's go, man. Let's get out of here. I've had enough in New Orleans. So, when I was a kid, grew up in Kansas, and ducks were about the only thing that there was to hunt, other than turtle doves. Where we lived is about a couple hours away from where I live right now. There were not hardly any pheasants or turkeys. So, I mean, you could spend a couple of days looking for one pheasant, and you might find one. But they were so skittish that you couldn't get very close to them. You couldn't get close enough to shoot them. And same with the turkey. If you've seen turkeys and you went and tried to park, you know, to hunt them, you will never see them again. By the time you get out of your car or out of your truck, they're gone, man. So duck hunting was kind of like the only thing, you know, to hunt. So my dad, he was all in on this duck hunting. And me being a little kid, you know, I was all into it and everything, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, uh, making the coffee and the hot chocolate. We'd have everything already in the truck except for the guns. And we'd get our guns all loaded up, and we go out there and it's still dark. And you're freezing your butt off because it's really cold. And we lived in Kansas, so a lot of times it was windy. And I gotta tell you, man, I would not go duck hunting again. I would not do it. If I went duck hunting again, it would have to be like in the evening, and when the weather was not so like bad. But I remember a lot of mornings I was out there saying, you know what, this kind of sucks. 12 gauge, yeah. Yeah. I've had a few shotguns in my life. I had, at the time that I was, when I was a kid, I had a Remington 870. And my dad had a Winchester 97, one of those old ones that'll skin your knuckle when you pump it. It has a deal that comes out, and if you're not careful, man, that thing will take the skin right off of your thumb right there. That was the first shotgun that I ever shot. My dad's Winchester 97, I believe is what it was. That's an old style gun. That thing knocked me on my butt. There was something behind me, like a tree that had fallen down, and I didn't realize that tree was there because it was in the weeds. And when I shot that gun, I went back a couple of steps, and I tripped on that tree and fell down. My dad took off running. He's like, ah! He thought I was going to shoot him or something. What kind of gun do you have? The thing that I like doing the most, 20 gauge, that's cool, man. My brother had a 20 gauge. The thing that I like doing the most with guns was shooting clay pigeons. I think that for me, you know, you're constantly shooting. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. To me, that's a fun time. I used to do that. I used to load the little clay pigeons. So I worked at 2 different places when I was a kid. I was about 14, and I worked at 2 different places loading clay pigeons, loading trap. Yeah, they're fun, man. They're real fun. We had this one kid, him and his dad. He was a couple years older than I was, but they must have shot clay pigeons like every day or every other day. Every time we'd go to a shoot, this guy would win almost every time. It was like he hardly ever missed. So you get kind of tired of this guy and his dad, because when they show up, you know that you know he's going to win, because he win almost every time. It was kind of in a small area, you know, so about the same people showed up every time. But yeah, man, I thought about doing that. I thought about getting all the setup and everything, and then going out and shooting clay pigeons. But then I thought about, like, okay, the ammunition, the clay pigeons, the little thing that throws them. Shit, I could buy a new guitar for that. Am I right, man? That stuff's expensive. So you're gonna boil those crawfish today? Where are you from, Justin? You must be from another country or something, huh? Well, I wish I was there to eat them crawfish, man. I gotta be honest with you. I never ate them like that. So, like where I'm from, people really don't eat. We call them crawdads instead of crawfish, and people really don't eat them. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember. Hey, you know what? I did Google it. I did look it up, man. You live in a country that's part of Europe. I did look at it. And you guys can't have guns out there when you're a kid? Huh. Probably a good thing. I mean, I don't know about like how things are there, but here, kids get guns and they go and do like shootings. Ugh, that's bad, dude. I mean, oh, they've had some really bad ones. I remember been a few years already, maybe like, I'm gonna say about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer than that. It was a kid that did it. And he went into the school and shot little kids, like first grader, second grader, like that. He killed about 20 of them with an assault rifle. I seen and I read that some of the kids weren't even recognizable. They didn't even know, like, I mean, that's how bad he shot them. So, yeah. That's bad, man. Totally bad. I think, honestly, they're always talking about, well, we need to have more gun rights. But look at it like this. If you don't have any bullets for the gun, then the gun is pretty much useless, right? I mean, you're not going to shoot nobody if you don't have bullets, right? So my idea is to make the ammunition really hard to get. And then people that have guns or people that are going to buy guns need to go to like they need to investigate those people more. Yeah, it's really evil, man. Those people aren't right in the head, They're just not right in the head. That's all there is to it. My daughter, she's one of these people that says you need to take guns away from everybody, except for the police, or like, I mean, it's okay to use them for hunting, but no assault rifles and all this. And I tried telling my daughter, and then this is my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion. I said, it doesn't matter, okay? You could take away all the guns. You could take away all the bullets. If someone wants to kill people, they're going to find a way to kill those people. They're going to do it without a gun. So it's not really the guns. I mean, the guns aren't killing people. It's the people that are using the guns. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can buy guns real easy. Even here, you can buy guns real easy. You could go, they have gun shows here where you go in and they're just thousands of guns. And all those people in there, they just want to sell guns, right? So you can get guns. But it doesn't really, you agree, right? yeah, I mean, like, you know, my daughter, she's sticking to her, she'd stick to her guns, you know. She's like, no, Dad, that, you know, they just need to take the guns away. And I said, okay, so check this out. You could literally kill the whole school, right? All you got to do is put some poison in the food. And yeah, almost the whole school would die. And that's faster than a gun. It's not as messy. You could kill more people just with a couple of drops of some kind of a poison. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say honestly about that. The assault rifles, I know that they're fun. They're fun to play with and all that. But they should make it harder to buy them. And they make it harder to buy them, do some criminal background. I mean, where they actually, not just like fill out a paper and do a background check, but actually investigate that person. Do a little research on that person, on that individual person, and then make them take a class, you know, where they kind of like evaluate that person. They have them in there and they kind of evaluate them, you know, and they say, wait a minute, this guy's a nut job. So we need to pull him to the side and do a little more research on this guy. It's all about the money, man. They want to sell the guns. They, you know, they don't really care about the people they're selling it to that much. They just want to sell it to make money. But make the ammunition harder to get, and do a little more research on people. And not only that, hey, if they take their guns away, give them a guitar. So when I used to shoot guns, and I had guns, and I had a safe, and I had some guns and all that, I started getting into playing the guitar, and I wanted to buy this guitar right here. I actually already had bought the guitar, right? But I didn't spend any time with my gun at all. And I met this guy, and he liked the gun that I had. And I was just like talking, you know. And I said, if I could find somebody that would give me as much money as I paid for that gun, I'd sell it to him. And he said, name your price, man. How much did you pay for it? And I said, like, I think it was $500, because I bought it at a gun show, and it was an over and under Ithaca 12 gauge. And I said, you know, I would probably take 500. I didn't have any idea this guy was going to pull out some money, and he did. He pulled out 500 in cash, and he goes, I'll take it right now. And I'm like, I said, man, I haven't shot that thing in a couple of years. And I said, all right, dude, I'll take it. So I took that $500 and I put it in the bank, and then I paid this guitar off. I only owed like around 500, maybe a little bit more than 500 on this guitar, and I spent that money paying it off. Okay, let me read this here. Happy Pride Month. All right, that's cool, man. Is that what that is? Is it that month? Okay. Well, they need to do that in this country. Oh, okay, okay. That's probably true. So around here, I mean, I don't know where you're from, Gary, but from around here, usually the kids that are doing the shooting, and they're usually kids or very young adults. What do I think? What do you think? About what? What are you asking me, Country kid, when you say, what do you think? What are you asking me about? But usually it's kids that get their guns from their parents. So, in my opinion, well, here's a little thing about in my opinion. If you say, in my opinion, then you're never wrong. Because it's your opinion, man. So your opinion is your opinion. And if you say, when you say something, say, well, in my opinion, then you're never wrong. Let's check on my wife, see how her dinner went. Uh-oh, I misspelled lunch. But yeah, the thing that they're doing now, that they've done to a couple of parents, are they're charging the parents. You know, the kid goes in, the kid gets the gun, either the parent bought the gun for the kid, or the kid took the gun out of the dad's drawer or wherever he keeps his guns. Then he goes to school and he kills a bunch of kids or shoots a bunch, or teachers too. They are taking and charging the parents with murder because they're actually the ones that, you know, I mean, if it wasn't for them, their kids wouldn't have got the guns to begin with. So, but yeah, I agree, man. I agree with everybody. I agree with everybody in a certain extent. You know, they should make it harder to get guns, especially rifles, assault rifles. They should make that harder to. But it's still, like I said, you know, it doesn't matter if you take away every gun in the world. They're still going to find a way to kill people. You know, like when people with vehicles drive into a crowd of people, and that's happened several times now. And you could use poison if you want to kill the whole school or most of the school. You could kill them by putting poison in the food. So, what do you think about Pride Month? Okay, that's interesting. So, I'm okay with the Pride Month. I mean, have a good time. I'm okay with it, you know, honestly, my opinion, okay, like I said, my opinion, um, people are born that way, all right? It's how they feel, it's how their brain works. If they want to be with a different, you know, with the same sex as a partner, then they should be allowed to, because that's how their brain works. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if they want to have a gay Pride Month, I'm okay with that. You know, I wouldn't go myself to the parade. I'm not a gay man. I mean, if one of my kids were gay, I'd be okay with it. And if one of my friends or one of my kids or somebody in my family or somebody that was close to me said, I'm going to be in this parade, would you please go? I would go. And as far as like what you're saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. People that died for our country, yeah, they should have a month. Yeah. I mean, they got certain holidays, right? But I guess if they want to have if they wanted to have a month, they could have a month. And that's okay with me. Um, I used to go to this church, And it's not the reason that I quit going to the church. You don't have one? I don't have a month? No, man. I don't know what you mean by you don't have one, but I don't have any people in my family or that's close to me that is gay. So, but, and I used to be real closed mind about the gay scene. That's kind of the way I was raised. But I watched different shows on TV where people who are gay, you know, and you kind of learn like their story. And oh no, we don't have a month for the bets. No, not that I know of. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that you don't have no control over, you know. Um, but let me finish saying that after learning about people that are gay and transgender, I kind of feel bad for those people, especially the people that are transgender, because they're born that way. They're, you know, I mean, their mind and their body just doesn't, you know. I just feel bad for them. You know, I think they have a rough time in life, so I feel bad for them. Hey, Mike, what's going on, buddy? Um, you're the guy that I was talking to last night. Yes or no? I think so. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a very deep subject. But yeah, cool, Mike. Cool, man. Are you playing guitar today? Doing any guitar playing? I got my Taylor out this morning. This is my Taylor. I love the back of it, man. You see how it's made? It's called a split back. I think that's called a split back. Not yet. No guitar playing yet. I was going to spray the weeds, man, but I know. Looks like maybe the wind might be calming down a little bit. I hate to spray when it's windy because I don't want to get that spray on me. Yeah, it's nice, ain't it? It's real pretty. When I first started playing, I bought me a cheap Fender acoustic off of Craigslist for 120 bucks, I believe. And 3 years later, I decided that I needed something a little nicer. I was making pretty good money at the time, so I went guitar shopping, and I really didn't know anything about a Taylor. You know, common sense, when you see that the price tag on it, right, and it's kept behind the glass, then common sense tells you that's an expensive guitar. That's a nice one. So I got it. I had the guy get it out of the case for me. I didn't know hardly anything on the guitar. After I'd been playing for 3 years, I knew a few chords. I knew a couple of little things, you know, like, I don't know, just like little stuff like this, maybe like say something like that. But yeah, I got a good deal on the guitar um, because it was 2 years old and had never been bought before. So they had it on sale. So I did get a good deal on the guitar. It's a 614, I believe. I always forget. Let's see if I can look in there. It's a 614, I think it's a CE. So, and it was made in 2011. Yeah. I bought it in, I think, 2000 and, I think it was about 2013 is when I bought it. So it was 2 years old. Yep. Yep. You're right, man. Um, I used to say that all a guitar player needs is just an acoustic guitar. No amplifier, no pedals. And if you know how to play the guitar, man, you can make that thing sing. But like after getting into playing with an amplifier and pedals and stuff like that, it's just so different. So I still agree, though. I still do agree that it's beautiful, man. Playing an acoustic, and it sounds beautiful, and it just takes skills because you don't have that amplifier and you don't have those pedals, to kind of help you. So an acoustic is just you. They call, like they call it, that's the bare bones, man. That's the bare bones. You and the guitar. Excuse me, guys. I'm texting my wife. She said she loved me. I said, cool. We've been married for like 13 years. I say, see you soon. She's at work. I'm retired and she's still working, and she was really pumped up to retire at 62, which is coming in July. And then we found out that if you retire when you're 62, you cannot get what am I saying here? Medicare? Not Medicare. Yeah, I guess it's Medicare, right? Where you get your insurance, your medical insurance. You can't get that at the age of 62. You have to wait until you're 65. Well, I had an email this morning. I don't know how I got an email about it, or maybe I seen it on Google. I think it was Google. They changed it this year. You have to be 67 now to retire. So, and I haven't told her that yet, but she's going to be burned out, man. She was really pumped up, ready to retire at 65. We had it all planned out. We were going to sell the house. We were going to buy an RV. We were going to travel around. I was going to play my guitar. She likes to sew. She was going to sell stuff every time I played my guitar. And now we're not going to be able to do that. So, kind of sucks, but 2 years does go by fast. But yeah, kind of a drag. She's texting me all kinds of funny things, like little emojis. Uh, oh, wow, 72. Crap. Huh. A lot of people don't make it to 72. But, I mean, most people do. Yeah, 72, that's getting up there, man. I mean, when I'm 72, I'm probably not going to feel that way, but, right? Because you're always like that. I remember when I was in my 20s, I said, man, I was crazy when I was in my 20s. I mean, just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy train like Ozzy. That was my life. I mean, you name it, I did it. I smoked cigarettes, I smoked weed, I was drinking and beer and whiskey and getting drunk and having, I never wrecked my car, but I woke up a couple of times in the ditch. Oh my God, I was crazy, man. And I tell my friends, I say, man, if I live to be 50, that's going to be something, because I'm like, you know, I'm so crazy that I don't think I'm going to live to be that old. And then when I got to be like 40 and 50, I'm like, oh man, I still feel pretty young. So maybe I'll live to be about like 80 or something like that. And then when I got to be 60, I said, oh man, I still feel pretty young. And then so now I say, I'm going to shoot for 100. So yeah, things change. I'm reading all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff there, man. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about that this morning when I was thinking about something to talk about. I thought, well, we could talk about the different stages of your life, right? Because, man, we go through different stages. I'm telling you. Um, and I remember most of them. I know, like, when I was 20 years old, I know where I was working, I know where I was living, but some of my 20s are kind of a blur. I just partied a lot. I wasn't married. You know, you get a girlfriend, that don't last very long. Then you're single for 4 or 5 months. You know, that kind of thing. Eating pizza all the time, getting drunk every day. Um, Not really being responsible. Just You just basically go to work, get off of work, party, get up, have a hangover, eat, go to work, just like that, man, for about, I remember I worked at this packing house for 3 years, and that's all we did for 3 years. Those 3 years right there, they seemed like they were taking forever, but I know they went pretty fast. But yeah, life can definitely be a trip, man. And you just go through different stages, right? I used to smoke cigarettes, and I used to drink a lot, and now I don't do any of that. I mean, I'm going to be 63 in August, right? That's just like a couple of months away. July, August, maybe, yeah, a couple of months. To me, to have a, like, party is maybe a root beer. That's kind of crazy, right? So yeah, we definitely go through different stages. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna get out of here, man. I need to go do some jamming downstairs. So someone asked me that one other time if I could play them Happy Birthday. I do not know how to play that. Just the two of us. I do not. I will learn it for you though, if you'd like. And here's the thing about playing Happy Birthday, man. I don't have the chords. Happy birthday, something like that. Come on, man. You guys help me sing happy birthday to this guy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That C don't go very good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. There you go, to you. Sorry, man. I'm sorry it ain't any better. Oh, man. Let's try it a little better for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Cool. All right. Thanks, man. I know it's something like that, but it's not quite like that. G is a G. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Mike, did you know this? When you're playing Sweet Home Alabama, instead of going like this, now, I just learned this last week. I was watching a deal with the guy that actually wrote the little riff, Ed King. I was watching a video with him and Marty Music, you know, Marty Schwartz. Okay, so Ed King was saying, like, on this part right here, instead of going like that, you watch that too? Cool, man. But you go like this. Instead of going, you go, yeah. Yeah, Marty's cool, man. If ever I need to learn like a song or a riff or something, I always go look for Marty. I've been working on the little wing. It's a little tougher on this guitar, but it's not hard to play it, and it's not hard to remember it, but it's hard to get it perfect. Yeah. Like I said, it's not that hard to do it. It's not that hard to memorize it, but to get it perfect is hard. Missing something right there. I have to go back and watch Marty again, and I'm missing something right there. Hey, happy birthday, man. I know I did not, you just farted. All right, that's cool, man. I know I did not play it and sing it very good, but happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful birthday today. Now, how old are you, if you don't mind everyone asking? Venture with Aiden. Aiden, how old are you? Excuse me, guys. Oh, man. We could have a farting contest if you want. Yeah. You might want to go to the doctor, my friend. So I know I get kind of sidetracked on my comments, but I do want to say this before I leave because it's on my mind. We were going to this church here in town, and the pastor, and this is the thing I don't get, man. If you have ideas like this, if this is how your mind works, that you think that gay people choose to be gay, that's you, okay? That's you, that's your mind, that's your thing. But to stand up in front of a church and preach that, I don't think it's right. I didn't say anything to the pastor, all right? But I don't think that that's right to do that in a church. I don't think that that conversation needs to be in a church. That's my opinion on that. You know, we're there to learn about God, Jesus, the Bible. That's church. We're not there to talk about gay rights, political things. That's not for church. But he used to do this about every couple of months. He'd start talking about how gays choose to be gay, and that it's in the Bible, it's a sin. I guess it's part of the Bible. I guess it is in the Bible. But I just don't think that it was right to do that. You know, and if you're going to do it, you do it once, then leave it alone. Don't just keep doing it. It got to the point where I told my wife, I said, you know, this is starting to irritate me. How could someone be that out of touch with reality? You know, I mean, I've watched my friends' kids when they were born. I seen them growing up, and I knew that that kid was going to be gay or was gay when it was a kid because he acted, you know, like a little girl instead of a little boy. And sure enough, when that kid got older, he was 100% gay. So, people don't choose to be gay, man. They're born gay. So anyways, I had to say that because we were on that conversation and then I got sidetracked. But that is reality. Nobody chooses to be gay, all right? Nobody just goes and says, well, I guess today I'm just going to be gay. I'm sorry, my friend, but it does not work that way, all right? Usually, you can tell, all right? I mean, I won't say like how close this person lives to us, but they have a little boy that acts like a little girl. I'm almost sure that that little boy is either going to be gay or transgender, one or the other. Because it doesn't act like a little boy. I'm not saying it. He doesn't act like a little boy. He does things more girlish. So, anyways, that's that. That's me. I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. That's how I think, and that's how I do things, guys. So that's me. All right, y'all. Hey, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go do some guitar playing. Actually, what I'm gonna do? You still in here, Mike? Have a great day. You too, brother. I'm gonna hook that. I'm gonna hook up my Ibanez Tube Screamer. I'm gonna hook it up to my JBL party speaker and my Acoustasonic, and I'm gonna jam out for a while with that pedal. I want to see how different it sounds, you know, with it than from without it. So you have a great day, Mike. Go play you some guitar, my friend. And all you other people, thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hi. And don't forget, Wednesday at 7, Friday at 7. All right, guys. I'm out of here later. This is my thing I always do. See y'all later. All right, peace out, guys.